Hi everyone, this is Miss Pickle from MissPicklesDesignStudio.com. I want to put together a really quick basic tutorial on how to place a watermark over your image files if you're planning on using them for the web. I do a lot of watermarks for my clients who have photos that they put on their recipe blogs or their personal blogs, just as kind of a way for people not to easily copy the image. It's a deterrent that way. And if your images show up on Google search results and your watermark is there, it's easy for people to know where that photo came from so they can track back to your site. So there's a couple different uses for that. You'll see a watermark that I put here on one of my portfolio images on my website. And this watermark is actually this image file right here. Watermarks are delivered to you by me without a white background. They're going to look like this. You can barely see it, but it's there. And this is a transparent file. So what you're going to want to do is open up any kind of photo editing software. I use Photoshop Elements 9. If you don't have any software, there's a free program called GIMP, and that's available at gimp.org, and that will work. If you want to purchase a software like Adobe Photoshop Elements, you can go to adobe.com and they have the software there. Photoshop would work, or Photoshop Elements. Even if you have a vector editing file, that would work too. Program, excuse me, that would work too. There's also product trials where you can use Elements for 30 days with no need to purchase after if you don't want to. Those would be found under the download link. But for today's tutorial, I'm gonna be using Elements. So placing a watermark is pretty easy. All you need to do is go to File, Open, and select the image that you want to place your watermark over. I think I'm just going to open up one of my little clip arts. And this girl right here. And I'll open her up. And then I'm going to File, Place, find my watermark file. And you're going to want to find your PNG file or a PDF file. I use PDF, but PNG is good too. That's transparent background also. So when you see the place with your file, just push OK, and that will lay it over your image in a new layer and ask you to OK it. So you want to click the check mark, and that will drop it right there. If you want to resize it, say you want it just in the corner, you can click and drag it and drop it and go in and out with your side arrows. Move it up and down with your cursor arrows on your keyboard, and play around with however you want that to look. The other thing that you can do is if you find your watermark is too light or too dark, depending on what kind of image you have in the background, that's easily changed. If I want to darken or lighten that, just click Control U, push OK. This is going to allow me to slide the lightness bar up and down. And it's going to make it a little darker or lighter, depending on whatever I want. And then once that's done, click OK. And that's all you need to do for that. To save it, you go to File, Save As, a JPEG if you want it on the white background, or save it as a PNG file if you want it on transparent background. Just say we're going to save it as a JPEG. Watermarked. Save. It's going to ask you what your image quality is. Just push OK. And now you're done. And when you go and open this, there's only one layer there. You don't see the image file with the layer for your watermark on top. It's a merged layer file. So if someone were to copy this, say from the web, this is how it would open in their program, and they really wouldn't be able to do too much with it because that's there. So really good thing to have if you use images for the web. And I hope that helps.